remember, I'm gonna be chasing up some things about Timothy reviews, so I'm gonna need lots of crazy is gonna happen. And yes, I just censored that word because monetization is, yes, it's gonna be words said. And just to let you know, I'm not pulling a leg. C is technically appropriate because it's censored. But anyway, I came back and I have no idea what to talk about. Alright, let's see. I can talk about gaming news, but COVID-19 and all that crap. I can make one of those Animal Crossing videos. Nah, my boy Dream's already doing that. Well, I guess I can play some Kingdom Hearts. Disney Interactive Studios. You know, it'd be cool if I can review a Disney movie. Wait a minute. Time to start it like a dumbass. So everyone knows what Disney is, so there's no need for a background check. Starting with The Little Mermaid, the 90s was considered the Renaissance era, meaning revival. We got The Lion King, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Tarzan, Mulan, Hercules, and The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Pocahontas. But nobody liked Pocahontas. After 1999, Disney entered its post-Renaissance era, where we got poor reviews and box office bombs. It's funny because I actually enjoy some of the post-Renaissance movies. And for all those 90s kids that said 2000s kids won't get anything, keep in mind, I may be young, but I'm not stupid. Well, what I'm going to do is review every movie from the post-Renaissance era. I'm not going to talk about The Princess and the Frog, mainly because that's when Disney made a comeback and made hit after hit. So let's see. Disney's post-Renaissance began with Fantasia. So Fantasia is basically a movie where we see stellar animation, fantastic music, and that's pretty much Fantasia's 2000. But now since there's new technology, this movie looks gorgeous. Rewatching this movie was an absolute treat. The animated shorts are so creative and beautiful to look at, and the score once again blows me away. Each score complements their respective scenes. My personal favorite is the whales flying. Yeah, it sounds weird, but it's so imaginative. My only problem is the live action segments. I'm so sorry, but these celebrity cameos just don't work. It kind of destroys the pace of the movie for me. But besides that, I really enjoyed this movie. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this quick. But the next movie, I consider underrated, yet not all that good. I'm of course talking about Dinosaur. This movie caught people's eyes by just the teaser trailer alone, which I'm not gonna lie, is one of my favorite scenes. The score by James Newton Howard makes that all the more better. Every time I listen to it, I just get goosebumps. I actually bought this a few weeks back, and I don't know why I was so depressed on getting it, but I got it. I mean, I don't think anyone was looking for this movie, but yeah, Dinosaur came out a few months after Fantasia, and more people saw this movie for some reason, but hey, it's alright. So I said it's underrated for a few reasons. The score by James Newton Howard is amazing, and the main thing was just perfect. And there's a few shots in this movie that really do hold up. Not all of them though, but there's some questionable scenes. When I say questionable, I mean, yeah. Another thing I can defend is Aladar is pretty likable. So that was it. The problems with this movie lies within the plot. This movie feels like they came up with the visuals first and then the story second, because the story is pretty generic. If I were to show you these two pictures back to back, you can tell what the plot's about. Not only is the humor very bare bones, I don't remember most of the jokes, and the villain is pretty goofy and hella cliche. This dude was just an asshole for no dedicated reason, and the other dude died. Yeah, this is not much to talk about. It's generic, but I don't regret watching it, but I did expect more. Watch if you want, but this movie's not going to be for everybody. Now the next movie is my favorite movie in the post-Renaissance films, and that is The Emperor's New Groove. One of the funniest Disney movies out there. This movie's so overlooked. David Spade does a fantastic job as Cusco, literally one of the funniest Disney characters ever. I think Croc and Yzma are hilarious, and the plot has been done before, but it's something about it that makes it more fun. The only flaw for me is that the movie feels very rushed near the end. But then again, I'm not really mad because the plot is really overdone, so I didn't complain that much. But I'm pretty sure everyone's seen this movie, but if you haven't, do yourself a favor and watch this movie. Bro, the next movie, I just know I'm gonna make somebody mad. Atlantis is boring. There, the review's over. Nah, I won't say that. But Atlantis is probably my second least favorite Disney movie. It's boring as shit. I mean, I'll give it this. Visually, it looks good. Some of the best animation I've seen in a while. And there's about 1 or 2 jokes that made me laugh, but the rest is just there. I can tell they put a lot of thought into this movie, but I don't think it was executed well. One thing I should never ask during the movie is, when does it end? This movie's only 95 minutes long, but it felt a lot longer. And what made it longer was the predictable villain and the weird casting choice for Michael J. Fox. Don't worry, I still like Stuart Little. But yeah, not much to say except such missed opportunity. The next movie is Lilo Stitch. Man, this movie was so fun to rewatch. I was surprised on how funny this movie was. Not saying it sucked before, I'm just saying I found it more funny the second time watching. Mainly because how Stitch reacts to modern day situations.
What are you doing?
Shut up. Lilo's also a funny character. He's also very relatable. Being pissed about not having friends to talk to hits home because, I don't have any friends. There's also the side characters. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot the names. They're not forgettable, just I have a bad memory. But overall, I really enjoy Lilo Stitch. The final chase scene takes too damn long, but I really like the movie. Definitely one of Disney's high points. Now, I'll remind you that this is just my opinion. Don't take it serious. I'm just gonna be brutally honest about this movie right here. Let's be honest, you forgot about Treasure Planet, did you? I don't blame you. I'm assuming this movie didn't bank back its budget, but a lot of the post-Renaissance films didn't, so I'm not gonna talk about that. But yeah, I completely forgot about Treasure Planet, mainly because no one really talked about it. I can understand why, but let me get this out of the way. This movie is just okay to me. Visually, I like the way it looks. The problem with it was too much CGI for me. But that's just me. I'm not gonna pretend like I remember any of the characters because I don't. I tried to watch this movie again, but I couldn't. It kinda bored me, sadly. Not much I can say about this one except that it's not gonna appeal to everybody. And I only watched it once, and that's enough. Now everybody considers this movie to be worse, but I kinda disagree with it. I honestly don't know why so many people hate Brother Bear. I honestly thought it was okay. I mean, yeah, the Phil Collins songs do suck, and Coda annoyed the shit out of me, but everything else wasn't that bad. I like Joaquin Phoenix as Kenai, and I enjoyed the movie a lot when it wasn't silly. More specifically, before Kenai turned into a bear. I really like how they dived into their culture a bit, and I kinda like some of the jokes. Some jokes are retarded, but some are questionable. Not much to say about Brother Bear except, yeah, that happened. But I was happy I rewatched it, so I'm not afraid to say I like Brother Bear. Now the next movie is Home on the Range. I never saw it. I remember the Finding Nemo DVD, seeing this trailer so many times, but I never saw it. I know a lot of people didn't like it, so I'm probably doing myself a favor. So after that, Disney Animation decided their 2D animated movies weren't doing as well as they wanted it to. After Pixar made their 6th film that won an Oscar, Disney saw, and they were like, yeah, I can do that. And they made Chicken Little. I try not to let childhood cloud my judgment. Damn, I don't like this movie. The animation wasn't the best, but then again, it was 2005, and I'll cut it some slack. But only a little. Everyone in this movie is so mean to Chicken Little. Especially the dad, one of the worst Disney characters to ever exist. Keep this in mind to all the people who hate their parents. This guy was literally so embarrassed by his son, he didn't even want to be seen with him, and never defended him. And the town made a movie about him. So this is basically making fun of disability, so be careful. And some of the character designs are a bit odd. There's also a pointless plotline with aliens. Makes no sense, doesn't need to be there. But that feels like that was last minute, meaning they came up with that excuse at the last second. But yeah, I don't like Chicken Little, mainly because the secondary characters, and especially the father. Watch it if you want, one time was enough for me. 2 more movies, thank you. But luckily these 2 movies are short, so we can keep it quick. First up is Meet the Robinsons. I skipped the wild on purpose, I'll review it later. But this is definitely an upgrade from Chicken Little. The CGI is so creative and very imaginative with how the future should look. I think the main character, Louis, is a decent character. Hella forgettable, but what's new? The funny thing about Meet the Robinsons is that it's so creative, but some of the characters are just eh. Like I like some of them, but not all. Louis is alright, but a few of the other characters kinda weird me out. Like the guy with the hat made it turn out to be Goob. I spelled that wrong in the script. I did that on purpose too. But anywho, he was a weird choice for a villain. And the reason he became a villain makes no sense really. Like really, he had friends willing to talk to him and he had somebody who really wanted to adopt him, but for some weird reason, he chose to be weird. And yeah, there's a twist in this movie where Louis was the dude with the black hair's father. It's kind of weird. There's so much that happens, but I'll keep it short. I like to Meet the Robinsons a little bit, but I won't watch it that much. But I do recommend it weirdly. Check it out if you haven't. The last of the post-Renaissance films was Bolt. I actually really like this movie. A lot. I question why they chose John Travolta as Bolt, but whatever. I think most of the jokes really do work. Some don't, but I didn't pay attention to the bad ones. I think the scenes where Bolt found out his parents aren't real really kind of dragged. It was funny for a second, but that was it for me. It wore out its welcome. A little too quick. I think the side characters were okay, but nothing too amazing. I think the action they used was decent enough. I like the scenes where there was actually technical difficulties. It actually made me laugh. And Miley Cyrus did a good job. Nah, just playing. I'm just playing. She did a job nothing too good or bad. Now thinking about it, there's a lot of celebrity voices in this movie. Way too many to be honest. But it's still good. Now is it one of my favorites? Nope, but I'm happy I watched it. And after this, Disney went back to its roots in 2009. With hit after hit, I still need to rewatch Utopia. I might like it again. The first time I watched it, I was sick. This seriously took, what, 2 weeks to write? Yeah, it was embarrassing. I also don't have an outro, so I'm just like